Welcome everybody to, you guessed it, your boy, Sodi Pop, right back on YouTube. Yes, we are back with another live comic reading, and we're going to talk about the market and everything. The market should almost be open if it's not already, so let's go ahead and check that bad boy out. We'll talk about the drop first here, Deadpool, #1, released in the 90s. Yes, normally part of Alpha Fight, I guess that's where he started. Let's check that out. Oop. Bit of lagginess on my computer here. I was just with one program. Okay. I think we are golden. Beautiful. Go ahead and check out this drop real quick. Quick. So we have Deadpool #1. Again, 30,000 editions. Pretty normal right now for the comic editions. We see his the line. I forget what they call the blind. Ooh, I think we're too. Yeah, we're very zoom. We'll zoom out a little bit for you so it's not so in your face. The first appearance of Blind Al, Deadpool takes on a mission to Antarctica where he finds himself face to face with Sasquatch, Walter Linkowski of Alpha Fight. After swindling some Girl Scouts, Deadpool takes on another easy mission, taking out an unmanned research station. Simple, right? Unfortunately, it's not only very manned, but also brimming with gamma radiation. Very cool. So we see, of course, the Deadpool comic. I think this is, of the selection, this is probably my favorite. Deadpool. I love how it says first collector's issue. Love it. 97. And we, of course, have the black and white version. We have Blind Alley here. And then we have the secret rare. And again, just the overall, like, coolness of the white background with the featured character again, which I absolutely love. Let's go ahead and see. Hopefully, I think connected here. Goes to sleep. Good to go there. And yeah, there we go. We are connected. Go into the market. All right. Sorry about that. My streaming software crashed, so we're back here. See if it hopefully it doesn't crash again. There we go. Okay. So we're back on it. And if the market is open, it is open. So we of course have the recent drops being the Ukrainian drop, which was run English, and then all the Pixar pals. Mike Wachowski, which was interesting that they chose. So I was discussing yesterday with a couple different creators, Old Rhubarb being one of them. But comment is my fave. Yes, the comment is definitely my fave for the Deadpool one. Absolutely, very clean. I don't even know what art style this is, but I like it when it has hard outlines. It reminds me a little bit of Borderlands. It's like it's not, I know it's not cell shading because they're not using the cell shading technique, but when you have those like hard outlines and it makes it very crisp and clean, I really like that one. Plus, it features Deadpool, which is obviously a fantastic character in his own right. So we have the market here. Mike Bukowski, he was going for 100, a little bit over 100 gems recently. So let's see where he's hitting at. Oh, sorry, 70 gems is what I meant. That was Up House I was referring to. It's 100 gems. And then the big star of the show has been Woody. Woody took off above 200 gems yesterday. And let's see where he is today. 340. So he was above 300. This is about where he was last night before he went to bed, was at like 300. So he took off above 200, jump, and then seems to have chilled around this 340 area. He does have a lot more. When I checked last night, he had like 400 and something listed. Right now he has about 511. The up house was above 100. So it's sitting where there's 116. Okay, perfect. And then of course we have Mike. I haven't gotten any of these yet. The up house is probably one where I want to get. I did get the sunflower grain gold and silver, so I completed that set. I just really liked them. Good purpose. And I was able to get a pretty low mint number on the sunflower gold. I was trying to get matching mint numbers, but all the ones that were matching that I could see, like one of them would be a normal price, and then the other one would be 300 gems or 400 gems. So I didn't really want to do that personally. I'm going to keep looking. The one I got on the drop, I'm going to keep looking to see if that's a matching. I can match that or not. But let's make sure we're going to pop out this chat here so I can actually comment. I didn't have it popped out before, so make sure that's ready to go. And we're going to go straight into live comic reading. We will discuss the market afterwards because it had been doing some interesting things. Of course, we saw the golden moments take off. And what are we going to see in the future? Well, that remains to be seen. Again, macro events are still going on. I think we might have another leg down at some sorts, just because things are like so negative in the market. But that's, precisely when things can pop off too. So, how do you deal with that? Well, I have my own opinions for how to deal with that. Got myself a little sparkling water while we're here, and get myself a little coffee. So, it's called a Blue Bottle recently opened my area, so I got some espresso from there. I also am going to get some espresso. I contacted Crypto Chris, another creator here, and I know he has a little coffee shop, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get some coffee from him. Like, had some laundry drying here last night, so moistness that I'm not used to. Uh, I hate stuff that can't be just like dried like normal, but I have a few pans like that, which is really annoying. It is what it is. Let's get into that comic reading. Deadpool numero uno. Marvel Unlimited. Oh, it reset on me. One. How's everyone's days going in the chat? Thank you so much for joining me again. Nail, but love it. Yeah, Common is definitely my fave as far as like this style. Deadpool. Let's see. It's 1997. I think is the So this should be the one. Oh, they have an issue 0. Oh, that might be something you might check out. Maybe it's him like leaving Alpha fight and all that stuff. So issue number 1. Let's go ahead. And I have my little uh I'm ready to go here. Can I hear myself? Maybe not. Maybe not. Hello, hello. Okay, I can hear myself. Beautiful. Hmm. And or let me. I'm gonna re. You know what? I can do it with that little voice. Did it right before I went on stream. Oh, putting. I think I had a bunch of programs crash. So. Okay, we're just gonna leave that alone. For some reason, it's not working. Okay, well, we're just gonna leave that alone for right now. Beautiful. All right, let's get on to the comic reading. Deadpool, giant size X-Men, giant size. The Bolivian jungle. Steamy rank. More human than church pew on a Sunday. And quiet, so deathly. Señor, yo creo que yo ogo. Yo creo está hablando. Duh, it's called narration. Ignorant simp. Sir, I think you hear him. I think he's talking. A literary device that allows one to establish tone. exposition, exposit information. Hurrah! Hurrah! And in a pinch, it's a lively way to distract a pack of thieves like yourself. As a fringe benefit, gives me something to listen besides your blood-choked gurgle. Icky. As soon as it begins, the hunt is ended. Such is the way of the jungle. Hey, it's Deadpool. Family presents. Or Deadpool #1. Unfortunately, it's also the way of the jungle to call in reinforcements. Thusly, the prey turned predator again becomes prey, praying that the predator's pursuit are the poor of the projectiles that presently pulverize pals. What I wouldn't give to be a Marlin perking right now. Joe Kelly's story, Ed McGuinness pencils, Nathan Massengill with Norman Lee inks. Chris Lichtner colors, digital chameleon enchantment, Matt Adelson, editor, Matt Adelson Harris, editor in chief. I believe that's how you're supposed to read that. Deadpool is running away from it. Or at least it gets the power of my freaking fraggin' teleporter back online. I swear, if the weasel took out the batteries of my suit again, run this Game Boy again, going to Super Mario and a sorry button to the buddy cast. Wow. Wang? Trees don't go pwang. Llamas don't go pwang. Nothing found in nature goes pwang, which means we're officially in deep. The smelly stuff. Like pop quiz, high shot. You're nose to knee with the Fireball XL5 Thunderbird super duper set of titanium underoos. What do you do? What do you do? First thing I do, Keanu, is grab Sandra Bullock and hightail it off the bus. Let the rest burn. Thunk. Shing. Then we build ourselves a little love nest outside Hollywood. Scratch that outside Wilma. Pring. And then spend the rest of our baking lives breaking bounties beheading the ever-present paparazzi. Yeah. Shing. Nah, I'd never last. Jender's probably more of a gun girl than a blade babe, and so I enjoyed running with the sharp object. Madre Dios! For shame, I digress. You guys sure know how to throw a swell going away party. It's about time for the going away part. El loco está encima de mí. No lo puedo ver. Let's say the battery's connected to the armor. The armor's connected to the helmet. That maniac on me. I can't see him. No, no. No, 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 no. So, their cable should carry the charge, which can now redirect into my zzz. Cool. Thanks, one plasma cannon, that lingonberry shake, and the deep fried merc. Seconds later, in another swatch of the jungle. Yo, generales, Feliz Navidad! Senor Deadpool has liberated the weapon from our government oppressors. The revolution begins. Sure, power to people, blah blah blah. My money? You're certain they can't see us? Absolutely. Our cloaking devices are working perfectly. As agreed, $2 million. Think of the treasures been dipping into Monopoly set again. That is currency of a revolution. In a few years, it will overflow our nation's coffers. Assuming we win the war, of course. Assuming 2 years. Hey, should we teach your boys how to work this pea shooter? I think we can handle it. I insist. Now, everyone get nice and cozy so I can have to explain this once. Peachy, are we all paying attention? No way he had one. He's undisciplined, unreliable. Wait, give him 6 seconds. Oh God. Zzz. No. Ah. There. He takes a whole bunch out and teleports without a trace. Then we just need a suitable test site. Back in Chicago. Sister Margaret's School for the Wayward Children was a place where unadulterated goodness ran thick in every hallway. In the 50s, it was infested by rats, most of whom, it turned out, were on the board of directors. Scandals that followed were an unspeakable nature. Since then, Margaret's has been burned, condemned, demolished, rebuilt, burned again. But the rats have remained constant. Who's next, Nightline? I got a CEO napping 45 G's, a fire bugging, but then someone wants Elvis bones for 65. If any of you is feeling frisky, Interpol is looking for a Black Ops freelancer. But who trusts Interpol? Welcome to Hell House. Nice. Patch. Yay, everyone pulls back. How was Bolivia? Any problems? You catch Montezuma's revenge? Please note, that was small talk. Now where's my cut? Why settle for a cut, you lollipop guild escapee, when you can have the whole worthless wop? Thump. Next time the client stiffs me, Patch, I'm taking my cut from somewhere below where your waist. So, this is where he gets his assignments. No pay? Oh, this is just perfect. What happened to the general? Suffice it to say, the weasel, the revolution, will not be televised. My seat, CF. Okay, don't get steamed, Deadpool. I'm moving. Oof, just gotta squeeze around the table. Ugh. Bleep. Deadpool, wait! Bam! Next time, give me the salad. I'm sensing a subtle negative vibe here. Shut up. Should have seen that coming, CF. Ugh. So he blasted a guy for not moving out of sea quick enough. What kind of world is it where arrogant dolphin-hating, hippie-kicking mercs can't even score? Job well done. Yes, it's Wade Wilson, self-pity express, ladies and gents. Ugh. What's that all mean? What's the point? Who wants to exploit human misery if it's so empty? Getting stiff bites, Wade, but it could be worse. For example, that Bonnie Irish last siren could be around, playing it like a fiddle. Sing! Ow, he slaps him. Or someone could have just broken my jaw. That would be worse. Ugh. Siren, that was just wrong, man. Ouch. The guy's jaw. Antarctica, the bottom of the world. Now I move to Chicago, where a covert scientific facility bustles with the 11th hour activity. Project Michelangelo. Some sort of crystal. The gamma core is locked down, Mac. We're good as gold. Although, we'd be platinum if we ran one more simulation. You got it, Dr. Langowski. Better safe than dead. And embarrassed, aye? Can't say that again. Hey, Doc, you've been down here a few months of freezing off your buns like the rest of us. Don't you miss running with Canada's #1 superhero team? Adventures with Alpha Flight were the best of times and the worst of times, to be sure. But honestly, the pursuit of science is inherently more stimulating than sparring with supervillains. Besides, I've never had my head bashed in under controlled lab conditions. Ideal location, high risk. Very nice. Okay, let's have a look. Look live, gang. Time to make a little history. It looks like they're trying to make something, and that's Sasquatch. 4 hours later, San Francisco. Stupid cookies, stupid hills, stupid houses. Stupid doorbells. Don't break the bell. I'm coming. Yes. Who's there, please? Girl Scouts granny? Cookies, you blind or something? Oh no, you impetuous child. These shorty wrapped around your protective lenses? In fact, this thin barrier of treated glass is all the protection you have from getting your smug little face melted off. By my mutant X-ray vision allows me to demonstrate. Ah! Punk, well, kid runs away. Kids, everyone knows there's no such thing as X-ray vision. Drop Holiday. Hey, Wade, we have Thin Mints. If you're quite done with your pouting, I might find in my heart to share. Over the last time, I'm not pouting. Oh, what do you call the hollering up there, the workroom, sucking down brewskis and listening to Malden music? Me time. Now get lost. Pathetic. I smell smoke. What are you doing? I'm welding an impressionist sculpture on the private shame of the simple chronic halitosis. Want to see? Oops, DC faux pas. But now we can see how callous of me, Al. I'm so enlightened. Hey, ow! If you must patronize me, you will do so using my proper name, Blind Alfred. Got it, scab boy? You got one smart lip for a prisoner, lady. Maybe it's back to the box for you. Try it and see if you could ever find a collection of Happy Meal toys again. If you have to know, I'm working on my Sunday suit. But it's Tuesday. Oh, you're gonna see that Irish girl, aren't you? No, I'm just getting some air. Wade and Siren, sitting in a tree. I hope you see eye dogs slobbering in your cornflakes, Al. Back in Antarctica. 4. Online, preparing to engage in 5. Showtime. Gamma levels read strong on 4. 3. Removing safeties on 2. Crossing fingers on 1. Click. Gamma core goes crazy. On engage, engage, engage. It's like some vision. Woohoo! Yes, it worked. You did it, Doc. We did it, team. All of us. The beam must look spectacular from outside. Anyone care to join me for the first inspection of our fully operational facility? Doc, what are you, crazy? It's 40 below out there. You'll catch death. Don't worry about me, Mac. I've got thick skin. Wouldn't somebody mind holding my glasses? Oh, he's a Sasquatch. Probably shouldn't have broken protocol like that, but hey. What better reason to assume the form of ancient Canadian god than to enjoy one's life work? It's a pity that James and the rest of Alpha Flight aren't here to share this. Would have been nice for them to see their ex-teammate thriving in this element, challenging the boundaries of science as Walter Langowski, instead of just breaking things as Sasquatch. Dang, he's huge. Maybe next time, game. And oh man, the Aurora Borealis can't begin to compare to the beauty of this baby. Everything is on schedule. Go get him. Consider him got. The call has already been placed to that lovely Mr. Patch. San Fran, Golden Gate Park. Look at them, Jerry, the beautiful people, like ants with Walkman. Amen, brother. Another gig is based on misconception that the world is basically a good place, idiots. They have no clue that people like me exist, ugly people. If they did, they'd be home barricading their windows instead of blading and ab rolling through Fantasyland. Right on, delusional man. Puppies die, cheers, gets cancelled, presidents get faded, all without rhyme or reason. There's no order to the world, none. You're bringing me down, dude. What's the point of all this? Don't like that look, by the way. How about another? Point? There's no point. Which is my point exactly. It's all about random, like face better. Whoop, there goes my pager. Gotta skedaddle. Get you a finish. That's next time. So it looks like there's a face changer. Dig it, Wade, cool. But hey, before you go, tell me again you're not just a figment of my fractured and demented psyche. Nah, I'm a figment with a holographic projector and a teleporter. You're all screwed up in the head. Cool, man. See you Sunday. That's interesting. Later, at the Hell House. Get a little coffee there. Notice if you had to answer your page, Pool, you'd take the local out there, what? Sorry, Mr. Patch. I overslept. The dog ate my ammunition. Got a note. Shut up. Long time no see, Wade. Not long enough. Kill any babies this week, T-Ray? Only ugly ones. Cute. Here's a gate. Cakewalk. Demolition of an unmanned scientific edifice. Remote location. One special request. The merc should be familiar with Canadian military ordinances. Weapon X experience, a bonus. Can you say like a glove? Thank you, suckers, for playing. We have some lovely parting gifts. Dream on, Merc. You were late. I'm giving this one to learn some respect. T-Ray, are you busy? Wait. What if you promise that I'll never, ever, ever be late again? Chink, pretty please. One day I'm gonna get fed up with your crap, you know that? Uh-huh, gimme. I mean it, Pool. Uh-huh. Gimme. You're a prince among gnomes, Patch. I mean it. Gimme. Later. Guess where? They're in Antarctica now. Fassum Antarctica. Stinkpot frickin' snow covered blanket. Can't believe Patch picked me for this gig. If I ever feel my hand again, I'm gonna go strangle him, both his booth. Then I'm gonna snap the weasel into like snack-sized Kit Kat for porting me so far away from the target. Then I'm gonna teach the mook who invented snow and stuff and picked up from the Turkish corrections officer. Though snow was probably invented by a woman, who else could make it so cold? All this shivers for nothing, really. As soon as I get indoors, the old healing factor will do me better than all this chicken soup. Hey, Snappy Light Show. Guess where this place is? Wonder what training he does anyways. Of course, I ain't getting paid to ask questions. Let's get to the fun part. Step 1. Address the building. Hello, building. May I call you Rubble? Step 2. Introduce the modest portion of plastine and hydrated sodium to Mr. Rubble. How do you do? Step 3. With the finger extended, like so, engage timer. Beep. Now, calmly book for the hill. Huh? Who's got a lighter? Huh? Beep. Little wrinkle. Excuse me, fellas. Who's that, Simon? Not exactly lucky for you, because Simon probably couldn't keep from getting your blown out of your Parkers. Burp. Of course, Simon's probably wouldn't have got an incredibly device in your backyard either. But hey, what do I know? Running them away from the explosion, sort of, kind of. Kaboom! He blows it up. Everyone intact? Good. Let's review. You guys have just taken out the unmanned station, which means either I'm at the wrong address, which is highly unlikely, what in heaven's name, or this is the part of where the snafu is an understatement. Ew! Whoa, big wrinkle. How we doing, Walter? What have you done? I'm fine, thanks. Keeping busy with my knitting, the usual. So hey, this has been swell, but I have to get back to wrecking your igloo. So what say, do you help me out here or suffer the cardiac arrest for old time's sake? Shing! He throws something at Sasquatch. Can't possibly comprehend just how badly you screwed up, Wilson. Is it as bad as the time you caught me rummaging through your main squeeze's clothes while she was still wearing them? Shing! How is the Aurora, Jean-Marie, anyways? Still, their own best friends? Snap! He breaks out of the thing. Ugh! Shut up, Wilson. If you don't let me go, I'm gonna lick your hand. I'm having a difficult time resisting the urge to put you out of your misery, so listen to me carefully. I'm trying, but you're screaming too loud. Shink. Yeah! Well, now, you're screaming. Hey, nice digs, Walt. Canadian government spring for this joint? All they ever gave me was a cold watch and an incurable acne. Go figure. Ah, he pulls the sword out of his arm. Is that why you're here? Some paltry vendetta? Have you sunk so low that you'll punish the entire world? For the wrongs committed against you by a handful of individuals in Department K? Not the entire world, just do-gooders. Poindexters, in the dire need of electrolytes. Where are those party poopers? I do declare, I don't know where my head is today. Wilson, put your politics aside for one moment and listen to reason. Oh, hey, there they are. Get Squatchy. If you damage the facility any further, the gamma reactor could do a meltdown. He just blew up a whole bunch of bombs. Geez, I forgot how much you like the sound of your own voice. Like a sound therapy session. Don't be so angry, Wilson. You can bounce back, Wilson. Don't pick up your scabs, Wilson. Ah, you ignorant, egocentric little twit. I suppose you fall down now. You can blame the Weapon X program, you can blame cancer, or you can even blame that Canadian government for making you look like a monster. But no scientist twisted your soul, no doctor took away your sense of right or wrong. You're a monster because you allowed your anger and self-pity to make you inside and match your outside. But who am I to judge? Oh, I am a good guy, that's right. Flap! Oh! It's Wade. You're a physicist, too. Couldn't have planted my trajectory a little to the left? Maybe you're right, or this hurt. Inside. This crazy life I had, lead. Wilson, don't move a muscle. The gamma core is damaged. it's been it's been me all along. I'm the problem. Thank you for showing the light, Walter. Goodbye, cruel world. Shoots the gun. Man, all that emotional crap. And to top it off, I'm a bad shot too. Oopsies. Like I cracked your big tube thingy. Is that bad? Warning level. And crisis. Gamma core has been breached. Warren bath has been compromised. Got to patch the tank. Core will reach critical mass in 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Squeeze me? Did you say critical mass? No need to play dumb any longer, Wilson. Your mission was an unqualified success. You've doomed the entire southern hemisphere. Come again? Do you really not know? Do you? Typical. This facility is meant to suck in ambient gamma radiation out of our atmosphere. To do that, we have to generate energy with the reverse polarity to attract. It doesn't matter. Darn. Tootin doesn't. The core does a Chernobyl. I get paid, and there's Bigfoot Nugget for everyone in the end. No, not the end. A meltdown of this magnitude will irradiate the entire southern hemisphere. There will be burns for the lucky ones. Others can look forward to mutations. Cancer. Let me guess, no one told you. You really are a victim this time. Wait, good for you. Go on, teleport out of here. Don't want to be the last sight I see. You ever tell anyone about this? I swear, I'll shave you down to the French poodle. Now, what do we do, Mr. Wizard? And speak up in English. The core will reach critical mass when its fluid in the tube runs out. We can't stop that. But we can keep the mass down by removing a large enough piece of the core. How large are we talking? Don't know. How do I get the core without frying my canisters off? I don't know. Of course not. You're only a genius. So, home, sleep, or save the world and get skin grafts. Home. World. Home. The big C widespread. Not cool. This is gonna hurt. He dives in. Hello, sunburn radiation, pouring out this thing like mad. Here's spiff and healing factors. Don't feel so hot. Diving down. My AF chosen poorly. Vision blurring, skin blistering off like sheets. Yep, definitely should have gone home to watch the end. Don't know how Kapow will need. Hope this works. Sure wish I had paid attention in physics class instead of just staring up Mary's Margaret's dress. Ready for my nap now, Miss Oliver. Radiation levels dropping. We blew it apart. Core rendered inert. Did it! He did it! Wilson, come on, man. Be alive. Don't be so I can rearrange that face of yours. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you just committed a selfless act of heroism, you poor fool. Whatever anything to impress the chicks. By the way, I'm still going to kill you, Lingalski. You know, never realize how sharp fur is until your epidermis is boiled off. Wilson, please, for once in your life, try not to talk. I want you to know that you don't make it. I swear, I'll make sure the government gives you a hero's burial. Okay, just remember one thing. I've got me a healing factor to take care of this. If not, bury me upside down and mount me on a Canadian flag in my... Wilson! Ow, loud is bad. You think that headache, my friend? Wait till you get the bill for this place. New York, a few days later. 35 minutes late, obviously, Patch. Didn't give him the message. He's no show. He'll come. Have faith, Noah. Faith is for children, Zoe. It's over. I'm calling in for transport. Alpha team to Central. This is a washout. Prepare to slide us home. It is the mysterious employer credo that these little rendezvous always have to be exotic locales. I mean, just once, wouldn't you like to sit down at Denny's or have an assassination over a French slam breakfast? Oh, where's my manners? Hi, I'm Deadpool, the guy you stuck to royally last week. You know, consider that the gasps of recognition just sucked to be your last breath. The judges will allow 3 seconds of pointless begging before he disembowels begin. Shink. Zoe, would you mind? Use small words, please. Read Antarctica was a test. You passed. So now, Mr. Noah, and I realize you authorized me to make you a very special offer. On behalf of Loudell, Lockman, and Lake, contract. Rewind, Toots. I'm here you're stringing up by the intestines negotiating isn't on the program. Besides, isn't LLNL like an intergalactic piggy bank or something? First, Mr. Wilson, I am the expediter of Zoe. If we're friends, never Toots. As per your question, and our cooperation and our corporation has influence far beyond the realm of finance, very far. The chain of events has begun to transpire, events we had predicted. If closely monitored and subtly influenced, these happenings will lead to a galaxy-wide rebirth, resulting in an evolution of culture and civilization, undreamt of in this or any planet. This is fact. We believe that you will play an integral part of the realization of this paradise. You're ready to fulfill your destiny as a guardian of humanity. This is you barking. This is me being the wrong tree. You stopped the meltdown. You spared Langowski. Why? Perhaps you're a better person than anyone realized or believed. Perhaps deep down, you're ready to be a hero. Looking out. Water. Nah, Langowski owed me $5. Couldn't let him welch. I don't have half the spit what happens to this world, which is why even less than it gives me back. You want a hero? Here Luke Cage is for hire again. Go back to your bosses and tell them that next time they muck with my life, LL and L will get dead, dead, and dead. Now, gone and gave me a headache, feel so crummy, didn't even want to waste you. Hero, you guys are crack. Still for the job. Think you better get your advisor checked. He's nothing. Loser. A size gone wrong. This one. A lot of gut feeling. But not only that, am I sure they're right. I think he's going to be more important than they even want to imagine. The end for now. Begin the scenes. Comic rating. All right, that was the end of Deadpool #1. He goes to a offsite. He ends up saving Sasquatch and has some big intergalactic purpose. What will it be? Only they know. All right. So let's check out the market very quickly, as we have seen here. We've seen the VeVe collectibles. It's go into here. I'm going to log in quickly, and then we're going to switch over. Oh, things very cool. Beautiful. Okay, so we have what happened yesterday was the release of Pixar Pals, and then we had Ukraine Relief Project, which was very cool. Ukraine Relief Project is sitting around the price it released at, and then you of course had the grade school for America 2022. This one is sitting a little bit above the sale price, so we can go and check that out. I believe it was sitting on my homepage. We can reload that and see if it pops up. That one was sitting a little bit above the retail price, which is cool. We'll check out the silver ultra rare sunflower, which was sitting below, and then the golden one, which is sitting close to around that 60 gem mark. I bought a low mint for 75 gems, which is pretty cool. So pretty excited about that. I'll probably hold on to that for quite a while. And it's interesting how the gold one, even though the silver is the same mint number and both an ultra rare, the gold one is more popular, which is kind of to be expected within VeVe. In general, gold is like just cooler. I think people treat it as more popular like they would maybe in real life. We've also seen Grade School Granurka. If I'm not even pronouncing that correctly. I know that for sure. Find it. I had problems searching it, so maybe we'll upgrade school. It pops up. But that one has. There we go. It did pop up. Nope. I have had trouble searching it, so that's why I didn't want to search it. But hopefully, okay, it did pop up on this site. So that one, it sold at 100 gems originally on the market, and then now has so or it's gone up to 158, but has dropped from its all-time high of around 188 or so. And then we have seen the Pixar Pals. Pixar Pals in general are doing really well as expected. Not doing as well as I thought though. So Mike Wazowski, 73 gems. You could have picked him up at 60 gems off the drop. Not bad. Again, this is the Monsters University Mike. I looked up possibly why he would be doing better than, or why they announced Monsters University versus the regular Mike Wazowski, right, of Monsters Incorporated. And you can tell that he has like the braces. That's why you can tell it's him. He's like the little kid version. Also, I don't know, like it would have been cool if they did the Monsters University hat because that's a very iconic thing the Monsters University hat is. And the only thing I can tell so far is that he was a the Monsters University sold better, and they must have seen that in their merchandising, sold better than Monsters Inc. So maybe they think this is the more recognizable version of Mike, certainly. So that could be it. Lightning McQueen doing pretty well, 148. Again, you could have gotten him at 60. Edna Mode, I never knew her last name, just knew her as Edna. But Edna was interesting. They chose her as a secret rare, which I'm happy they did, and they didn't use Woody or Mike as a secret rare. But Edna apparently is like super big on TikTok. My girlfriend was telling me that a lot of TikTok like loves her. Got 7 lightnings all. Nice job, Brendan Z. Pixar Pals was awesome, and it's still like a very reasonable set to get. Um, Woody at 335. I was hoping he might have dropped a little bit, but he kept on going up and up and up. Not a crazy price to get Woody at 335, I wouldn't imagine. But yeah. And then finally we have the house from Up. This one apparently is super, super detailed. I really love it. 117. This one is probably my favorite, I think, as emotionally, this is the emotional center of the movie, The House from Up, and everything that happened in it. If you haven't seen Up, definitely go check it out. But this was a really cool drop. They had none of them were bad. Like all of them were cool in their own right. They're all really good models apparently. And again, as far as like set scope, a pretty reasonable set. And I believe I'm it's surprising that it's not more expensive. I think if this were January 1st, going into the weeks of January, these would pump like crazy, as we've seen Woody. These are probably reasonable deals going forward. But I want to talk about the market as a whole because we did see some of the Disney Gold moments go up, but we really haven't seen the market move up as a whole. And, that just kind of goes hand in hand with what the crypto market is doing. And it's really hard to know if the entire market will go up, what it'll do. So we've seen Bitcoin go down a little bit. I think everything going on with inflation and all that stuff just proves the case for Bitcoin a lot more because its supply can't be inflated. And as long as governments don't outlaw it, which if you look at the recent presidential executive order from Biden, he's not interested in making it. You can go into it and stuff, but the point is he's interested in being industry leaders, getting rid of scams. He's not interested in outlawing. So, which is very, very cool in wanting to be the focus to make the United States industry leaders, which means that we're not going to allow ban it, which is a lot of people were scared of. I remember I was talking with, there's a guy who works for Rockstar actually, him and his friend. And his friend, we were talking about Bitcoin and stuff. I'm like, what do you think about it? Because I'm always interested what people in the tech industry think about it, if they have any opinions. And I think if they lived in San Francisco for any time, they might have a negative opinion if they didn't discover it by themselves first, because it's kind of it can be a very tech bro-y thing, right? And so one of the guys was like, yeah, the US government is going to outlaw it. I don't know why they wouldn't. Like, they're definitely going to outlaw it. Like, okay, cool. Like, I don't necessarily agree with that. Like, they can. That's the thing, is US government can outlaw it. but at the same point, they can't stop it. It would just take the next administration to come in and unoutlaw it, right? And that'd be a great talking point is like, oh, I'm going to unoutlaw Bitcoin or whatever if you're going to be part of an administration. So I think that's very, very good. Very, very good for the future of Bitcoin and crypto in general, as we see like this whole industry maybe take a second step. It's hard to know what's going on this year because of the war and everything, and then we're going to be suffering inflation, and the war doesn't help with prices going up, right? Because we've seen gas prices go up because of ban on oil. They've gone down like by pennies recently, but they really haven't gone down in any major way as we tap into reserves and all that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. No one knows. I don't know. Anyone you listen to doesn't know. And that's just it. So is this the time to buy? Possibly. I'm going to be patient. What I'm doing personally is, of course, I always have my three buckets: gems, trading, and then long-term hold. I'm going to be concentrating on getting more long-term stuff. My gems right now are going to be mainly coming from, because a lot of the stuff that I've wanted to get, I have purchased. So I'm going to be very patient. I'm going to hold on to the stuff I have. I'm really not going to sell much at all until, again, buy red, sell green. So we see maybe a big green phase. If we do, maybe I'll sell some stuff that I already have kind of pre-planned to sell. But until then, I'm going to remain calm. I'm going to save up some gems on the side because I want to do some investing elsewhere as well, not just within VeVe, but I want to grab some more OMI tokens and some other things. So I will be focusing on that. Just being calm, not really selling anything, and holding on to the stuff that I think has value for me, which, if you're a collector, that has value for you, or if you see gold moments. And if you're not like super into this stuff, and that's kind of always my thesis is that you're not super into this, or you don't believe in the future of EV, you don't believe in the future of NFTs, then it's just for you personally, it's just a gamble because you're not something you believe in or care about. So when this stuff does drop, when this might get worse, right? We might drop lower, which is totally possible. We're still up from like January 1st. Like a lot of big things are still up. Like Batman was at 3,000. He's still at like almost 7,000 right now. Sorry, Todd Batman specifically. He's still at 7,000 ish right now. I think he was at 60. I saw one for 65, 6,700. So he's still double where he was at January 1st. Like that's insane. So we could still see things go down from here. And if that's the case, do you have enough conviction? Do you care enough? Do you believe in enough to like hold through that? Because the people who don't will sell, and then that's when it takes off, right? Is that they'll sell to me, they'll sell to other people who do believe in it, and then it'll take off. They're like, oh, I missed out. I bought it when it was 500. I sold it when it was 200 because I didn't believe in it, and it just took off, right? So that is like it. And I'm not trying to indoctrinate you into a cult. No, that's not the point. Is that do your research, find out if you care enough. If you don't care enough, there's so many other investment opportunities, right? So try that. But I was discussing with some people yesterday on our Twitter. Me and When Pokemon, we hold a Twitter space every Sunday. Last Sunday it was only an hour because we had to go. Both of us had previous engagements, but the the discussion was about like the market and holding and having true conviction and stuff. And my point was that just like in 2017, 2018, 2019, we got deeper into the bear market. A lot of big YouTubers, some of them were more Bitcoiners, right? They were very much like the next cycle. And Crypto Zombie was one of these people who said this, and he was a big one. I don't know if he's still big. I haven't seen him around, but these big YouTubers went on and said that the next cycle will probably be just Bitcoin, that, altcoins won't have another run because investors are smarter. And a lot of these altcoins like haven't proven their use case, which back then they were still building, right? We've seen a lot of them like Icon and Tezos, and those are the ones like that aren't even big right now, right? They don't have a lot of mind share. They're still working with a lot of companies. They're doing like real stuff in the real world. Um, and then Ethereum, of course. But their thing was like Bitcoin will be the only one to move up in the next bull cycle. Alts won't. And that was insane to me because alts have such a small market cap. If there's a chance, just like there was with ADA or Cardano, to buy $1,000 worth at 7 cents and it could 10, 20x, 100x, people are going to do that. Bitcoin isn't going to 20, 100x, right? Like altcoins can. So that is the same thing with VeVe, is that as long as there's that chance there, that excitement there, people will filter into the market because they might go away now, but they'll definitely come back because there's that lottery ticket mentality. And we'll see that again. We definitely will. So that is my opinion. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, follow me on the 3Gs and IG, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram. I'll be doing a live stream every comic drop so we can do a comic reading. And then if there's like a bigger drop, Picture and Pals, I already was having a Twitter Spaces, so I decided not to do it that. But if there's a bigger comic drop or other drop, I will do a live stream for that as well. I'll make sure to announce it and schedule it here on YouTube. So YouTube, Twitter, I'm definitely most active on. Definitely have the Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. There'll be more and more stuff coming throughout the month. Still waiting on a shipment of something to help me do some creating stuff, but I'm not going to entirely wait for that because I think it might take longer than it said. It was supposed to already be here, but it might be another month, with which I don't love. But we definitely have some more amazing stuff coming your way. I hope you had a wonderful day. Remember, be yourself, eat a cookie, hit that like, and subscribe. All right, guys.